Okay, second graders, today we're going to be talking about organizing data. Okay, this is 16-1. We have gone ahead and done the favorite meal on the board. Go ahead and fill in your graph. Just make sure that in the boxes you have written the favorite meals. So on the first one it should say breakfast, the second line it should say lunch, third dinner. Remember, when you're filling these in, you use the numbers at the bottom to help you with your data. You find the number of people who like that as their favorite meal, you follow it up, and you fill it in. So if it was 4 people like breakfast, you find 4 right here. You follow that line up, and then you color it in. All right, go ahead and go to the inside so we can get started. All right, so today we're going to use the table, which is right here, to fill in our graph, our bar graph, which is right here. And then we're going to answer questions using the data that we have collected. Okay? So let's get started. The directions say use the table to make a bar graph, then use the bar graph to solve the problems. Let's go ahead and put our finger on our table. Okay? That's right here. Okay? The table is talking about what? That's right, favorite fruits. Our favorite fruits that are listed there are apples, oranges, bananas, and grapes. Over here, you see that they have lists. They have the title of the graph right here, which is favorite fruit, and then they have the choices listed: apples, oranges, bananas, grapes. Notice they both match. They've already filled in the data for apples with us. How many kids thought apples were their favorite fruit? That's right, 5. So let's move on to oranges. Using my table over here, right here, I'm going to find oranges. 3 students liked oranges. So I'm going to find 3, draw a line, and color it in for oranges. Nice and neat coloring. Graphs should be easy to read and not sloppy. Okay. Very good. Done with oranges, so I'm going to check. We already did apples. Now on to bananas. I see there's bananas, and 4 kids like bananas. So I'm going to find my 4, find the line that goes with it, and color it in nice and neat, not sloppy. Okay, last one, done bananas. Grapes. Ooh, grapes. 7 kids like grapes. So I'm going to find 7, go up the line, and fill it in. Okay, now that my graph is filled in, I'm going to answer the 3 questions at the bottom. And I'm going to use this graph to help me answer them. Number 1, how many children chose grapes? Here's grapes. I follow it. It goes to 7. So I know that 7 kids chose grapes. Go ahead and highlight that. Not highlight that. Trace that. Number 2, which fruit was chosen the least? Least means less, which means not as many times, the smallest number of times. So I go look at my graph. Ooh, the one that has the least filled in is 3. So that fruit is orange. It's oranges. Number 3, did more children pick grapes or apples? So I have to compare grapes right here with apples. Which one has more in it? Well, I see that grapes has 7 and apples has 5. So more children chose grapes. Okay, remember, for the do you understand, we're doing something different. You're going to go on to Seesaw and record your answer. Okay? And then you can go back and comment on other people's and tell them how nice of a job they did and that you like their thinking. Okay, here's the do you understand. You'll do this at the very end. I'm just reading it. If you need to go back and hear it again, that's fine. Did fewer children pick apples or bananas as their favorite fruit? Explain how you know. Explain using the words bar graph and table. All right, go to the next slide. Okay, this is independent practice. That means you are doing it by yourself. The directions say use the table to make a bar graph, then use the bar graph to solve the problems. The table you are using is this one right here, and it says ways to get to school. Here are what they say: walk, car, bus, and bike. Go ahead and use this table to fill in this bar graph, and then answers 4, 5, and 6. Okay, make sure that this is filled in. That's the important part. Number 4, how many children use a bike to get to school? Number 5, which way do the most children use? And number 6, which way do the fewest children use? Number 7, answer this. This is reasoning. If one child rode a skateboard to school, how would the graph change? Write your answer in a complete sentence. The graph would change because. There's your sentence starter. Go to the back. Okay, and solve the problems below. Number 8. Shauna collected 9 shells, 4 marbles, 7 cards, and 8 stamps. Use this information to complete the bar graph. So I would go through and I would highlight the information I need to know. 9 shells, so there's shells. 4 marbles, there's marbles. 7 cards, there's cards. And 8 stamps, here are the stamps. Use this information to fill in this bar graph right here of collections. And number 9, you're going to have to use that bar graph above to answer. It says, look at the bar graph showing Shauna's collections. Which collection has the most items? Is it A, shells, B, marbles, C, cards, D, stamps? And number 10 says, journal, look at the graph for exercise 8. Remember, exercise is just a fancy way to say number for number 8. How would the graph change if Shauna found 3 more marbles? What would happen to the graph if she found 3 more marbles? Write your sentence. Remember, when you are done, you are going to go do the do you understand on Seesaw, and then you can go and listen to other people's and comment on them.